Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Debbie and Boo. We're going to have some more stories today, and you know what? I have more stories about things to eat. Can you believe it? There's been a lot of those kind of stories during our story times together. And the first one is a book that I've had for a very long time. I think Boo's getting hungry. She said, books about food. I'm going to come and stay and listen to those. The first one is called The Biggest Sandwich Ever. I wonder what that's about. We were having a picnic, just Tammy and I. Oh, picnics are fun. Look, they have a little blanket and they're getting ready to eat. They even have a picnic basket. Look, little picnic basket. When a man with a pot came along and said, oh my, a man with a pot. Wonder what he's doing. What a beautiful day. What a wonderful spot. May I join you for lunch, said the man with the pot. They looked happy. Sure, have a bite, have a carrot, we said. No, thanks, said the man with the pot on his head. I think he has another plan. What do you think it is? I'll make my own lunch. I'm ready to start. And then he shouted to somebody, bring in the cart. The cart? I wonder what's going to be on the cart. Look, it's the biggest plate I've ever seen. It's so big there are 3 horses pulling that cart. It's going to go in the plate. Put it down here, said the man with a grin. Okay, that's just right. Now the food can come in. Ooh, I bet it's going to be a lot of food. That plate is really big. Then the little man jumped and he banged on his pot, and 22 bakers came in at a trot. That means they were kind of skipping along. We can count them, but remember there won't be 22 because half are on one side of the bread and half are on the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are more bakers on the other side, right? Then came the butter. The little man said, put it all over the bread. That's more butter than I've ever seen. Look, there are construction workers and construction vehicles spreading it all over that enormous piece of bread. Then a Little League team came and they threw tomatoes on top. Do you know what a Little League team is? They play baseball. And they were throwing tomatoes like baseballs all over the bread. And then we threw some too until the man said, stop! Enough tomatoes! What's coming next? It's time for the tuna. Be careful. Don't bump it. Back up a little. Okay, now you can dump it. A dump truck filled with tuna? Oh my gosh! Then Tammy and I said, this sandwich is great. This sandwich is nothing, he said. You just wait. It's going to get bigger, I think. I had hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken and lamb, salami, pastrami, potatoes, and ham. Oh my, they're having a feast on that piece of bread, aren't they? I have all kinds of cheeses. Watch out for the cranes. And plenty of pickles. Just look at the planes. The airplanes are dumping pickles and the cranes are putting in lots of cheese. Have you ever seen a sandwich that size? It's enormous. Then the little man banged on his pot and he said, come in with the ketchup, you people in red. Who is bringing the ketchup? Do you know who that is? The firefighters are squirting ketchup on the sandwich. And now, said the man, let's lower the bread. The sandwich looks like it's finished. I wonder who's going to eat it. I think a lot of somebody's might need to eat it. That's a big sandwich. Then he banged on his pot and he shouted, I'm through, my sandwich is ready, I love it, I do. And we all shouted right back at him, we love it too. yummy. Then come on, let's eat, said the man with the pot. And we said, we would like that. We'd like that a lot. They're hungry. So we ate all day long. Look how they ate it. They had to climb up ladders to get to the top. It was so tall. We ate all night too. Oh my, I bet their mamas are wondering where they are. By noon the next day, we were finally through. They ate for 2 days, and can you believe it? They finished it. Their tummies have got to be so full. Thank you, we said. We loved it. Goodbye. But the man with the pot had a gleam in his eye. He jumped up and down, and he looked in the sky, and he said, "You can't go. It's time for the pie." Does that look like a little pie or a big pie? Oh no, it's going to be a huge pie. Their tummies are going to get even fuller. That was a silly book, wasn't it? I have another book about something yummy for dessert. The pie started the yummy dessert, and Curious George is going to finish it because this is a story about that little naughty monkey, kind of like my 5 little monkeys. Curious George gets into lots of trouble. I have a feeling he's going to get in trouble again. And this time, it's going to be at an ice cream shop. Do you like ice cream? I do. Look at Boo is just running around so excited about the ice cream. George and his friend were cleaning their house. "We've worked hard today," said the man. "Let's treat ourselves to some ice cream." That's the man with the yellow hat, but he doesn't have his yellow hat on because they're working inside cleaning the house right now. They're going to go get some ice cream. "Look, George, there's a new ice cream place in town," said the man with the yellow hat. "Let's give it a try." "We've come to try your ice cream," said the man to the owner. "Oh, I'm so glad someone has," said the man. "Come on in. I just opened this place, and no one has been here yet." Ooh, it looks good. "Well, I'll have a strawberry cone," said the man with the yellow hat. The man dipped out a scoop of strawberry. George was curious. Could he scoop ice cream too? That does look like fun. Have you ever scooped ice cream? It's a little cold, but you take a little round scooper that's like a kind of a spoon that's bent, and you scoop it into the ice cream to get a ball of ice cream. "I have some errands to run, George," said the man. "You stay here until I come back, and then you can have some ice cream. Don't get into trouble." Uh-oh, the man with the yellow hat's not going to be there. Isn't that when George always gets into trouble? "Take your time deciding, George," said the owner. "I have a special order to fill." George couldn't make up his mind. There were so many flavors and they all looked good. The man was busy filling his bowl with ice cream. "This is my first big order," said the man. "I want to get it right." So he was looking at the list of all the flavors the customer wanted. Just then the phone rang. Ring, ring. "That might be another order," said the man. And he went to answer it. Now George was all alone with the ice cream and the ice cream scooper. What do you think is going to happen? I think so too. The next thing you know, George had climbed onto the counter and he picked up the scooper. He just had to try it. He was so curious. He dipped that scooper into the banana ice cream and he put it in the bowl. And then he dug it into the strawberry and he put it in the bowl. And then the raspberry, and then the chocolate, and then the walnut. Soon there was a mountain of ice cream in the bowl. George was just about to put in the vanilla when... Wonder what happened. The owner came back and he said, "George, what are you doing? That's not what my customer ordered. Now I have to start all over again. Will you get away from here?" said the man. Oh no, George doesn't like it when he's in trouble. He was a little scared. He ran over to the counter in front of the window. I wonder what he's going to do there. There were jars of cherries and nuts and coconut and candy and sauces and whipped cream. There was even a bowl of bananas. Do you see the bananas right there? George put some bananas in the bowl first, and then he added raspberries and chocolate chips and whipped cream. That looks yummy. Looks like he's making something called a banana split. George was getting hungry. Suddenly, there was a tapping at the window. He turned around, and the window was filled with people looking at him. They thought it was fun to watch a monkey making an ice cream sundae. "That's enough, George," said a boy. "Try the sprinkle," said a girl. "Don't forget the cherry on top." How could George forget the cherry? That was his favorite part. The children are smiling. Look how happy they are. Just as George was about to taste his masterpiece, the owner came over. He was still a little bit angry, but before he knew it, all of the people rushed in his ice cream shop. "Do you think I want to buy ice cream? That will make the owner happy." "I want a raspberry cone. I want a sundae. I want a banana split," said someone else. Soon the owner was busily preparing ice cream for everyone. His store was getting very, very busy. Finally, everyone was served. "Thank you for all those customers, George. You might have messed up my big order, but you sure made up for it by helping me get lots of other people interested in my ice cream." Just then, the man with the yellow hat came back. "Have you finally decided what flavor you want, George?" "He sure did," said the owner. What flavor do you think it was? A little bit of everything. He had a scoop of this and a scoop of that and a scoop of this and some sprinkles and a cherry, and he had a delicious treat, and he wasn't in trouble anymore. And that's the end of our stories about the biggest sandwich ever and a mischievous monkey who made an ice cream sundae. I hope you have a delicious dinner or dessert or just a really nice rest of your day. See you next time. Bye-bye.